After my operation, my relatives swore they'd support my recovery. Instead, they jetted off for a ski getaway, leaving me stranded without groceries or pills. When I rang my brother, he snapped, "Stop trying to make me feel bad. We're on a trip, not your personal assistance." I muttered under my breath, "Thanks for revealing your true colors." 2 weeks later, I made a move they never saw coming. They flooded my phone with 32 texts. "Please, we need to talk. We're pleading." All right. I'm not sure how to kick this off. I've never shared like this before, but I'm furious. I need to vent somewhere. Not seeking advice, just need to get it out. Sorry if I go on too long. This all unfolded recently, though the odd vibes started earlier. I had surgery on my left knee. Not life-threatening, but it requires real recovery time. I can barely walk and can't drive. My family promised to pitch in. I live in the lower part of my parents' place, where we all share responsibilities. My parents, my younger brother, nearing 30, married, no kids, lives nearby, and I are the main crew. I'm the eldest, always the one sorting out issues, fixing things, giving lifts, planning family events. I know I can be a bit much sometimes, but I've always been dependable. The recovery plan was clear. I needed help with meals, couldn't tackle stairs, required someone to fetch my meds on schedule, and needed assistance with bandages. Everyone seemed on board. Mom even set up a group chat called Recovery Team or something. But 2 days before the surgery, my brother started acting off. I overheard him in the kitchen, telling his wife they wouldn't delay their trip again, saying, "He'll be fine. He always is." I brushed it off, thinking he was just stressed. My brother's always acted like I'm exaggerating. If I'm unwell, he'll joke I'm seeking attention. If I ask for help, he rolls his eyes. He thinks I'm weak, and my parents, especially Mom, always excuse it. He's just kidding. He's got his own pressures. Honestly, he's always gotten a free pass. Growing up, he'd mess up, and I'd take the blame. No joke. Surgery day went fine. Mom stayed with me the first night, Dad popped in occasionally, and I mostly slept. The next day, I was alone with the TV. Mom texted she'd be late. My brother said he had errands. I messaged the group chat, no reply for hours. Day 3, no one showed up in the morning. My med alarm went off, but I couldn't reach the shelf where they'd left them. I texted again. Silence. I called Mom. Voicemail. I was irritated, but figured they were just delayed. By noon, still nothing. I was starving and dizzy. The fridge had nothing but old yogurt and some ketchup. I'd stocked it with meals before surgery, but they were gone. I tried the stairs and nearly fell. I called my brother. His phone was on speaker, with wind and music in the background. He said, "What's up?" I asked, "Where is everyone? I need help." He chuckled. "We're on the way to the slopes, dude." The whole crew. Mom, Dad, my wife, me. I was stunned. I said, "I'm stuck here. I can't even get my meds." He sighed. "Don't pull the guilt card. We're on a break, not your staff. You're a grown man, you'll manage." He said I always overreact and suggested I order takeout. I told him, "This isn't funny. I'm in pain. Come back." He replied, "Sorry. This was planned. You'll survive." I whispered, "Thanks for showing me who you are." He hung up. I stared at my phone. Group chat was dead. I tried Mom, voicemail, Dad, same. I texted my aunt, who replied, "I thought you were with them on the trip. You sure?" I sent a photo of my braced leg in the empty kitchen. She sent a thumbs up and, "Let me know if you need me." I was in a fog of hunger and rage. I found some stale crackers in my room and ate those. I ordered food, but the delivery guy couldn't get in, so it sat outside, cold by the time I crawled to it. I tried to laugh at the absurdity. That night, my neighbor's car pulled up. I asked him to grab my food from outside. He looked at me confused, asking, "Where's your family?" I mumbled an excuse. I tried the group chat again. Nothing. My brother's wife posted a ski trip selfie, all of them grinning, my parents in the background. I couldn't sleep replaying the call, getting angrier. I've bailed them out so many times, cleaned up their messes. I'm not perfect, but I'd never abandon someone in need. I started jotting notes on my phone, every favor I've done, every bill I've paid, every time my brother borrowed my car or crashed at my place. I thought about our tangled family finances, the shared accounts. I'm not planning anything crazy or illegal, but I'm done being their doormat. I'm not waiting for an apology. If they think this is over, they're wrong. I've got time and receipts. Not sure what's next, but I'm finished being the family's fallback. Thanks for reading this far. I'll update if anything happens. If anyone's got ideas for getting even without breaking laws, I'm all ears. I'm not letting this go back again. I didn't expect so many people to read my rant, but thanks for letting me spill. I'm still stuck in this house. Knee still messed up, and no one's shown up except my neighbor that one time. It's been a week since the ski trip betrayal, and I'm surviving on instant noodles, getting more pissed by the day. The silence is eerie. Not just the house, but the group chat's a ghost town. No one's checked in, not even a fake "you okay?" I keep finding traces of their absence. A half-drunk coffee mug in the sink, coats tossed by the door. The fridge is still barren except for that ketchup and some moldy cheese. I keep checking it, hoping for something, knowing it's empty. I've been tracking missed meds on my phone, setting alarms all day. I moved some stuff downstairs to avoid the stairs, but it's tough. I slipped once. Not a fall, just a slide against the wall, but it spooked me. I texted my aunt again. She said, "Are you sure they ditched you? Maybe you got it wrong." I told her to come see for herself. She said she was too busy. I called my cousin, hoping he'd stop by. He said, "I don't want to get in the middle of you and your brother. You guys always bicker over nothing." I told him, "This isn't a spat. I need food." He suggested grocery delivery. I explained I'd tried, but no one's here to bring it in. He just said, "That's rough, man," and bailed. I'm ordering food in tiny batches since I can't carry bags, burning through cash. I'm mad at myself for not preparing better, but I didn't expect them to ghost me. My brother's wife posted about her new ski boots. Mom commented, "So proud," under a photo of my brother on the slopes. Nothing for me, not even a like on my surgery post. I started documenting everything, photos of the empty house, the bare fridge, my missed meds. I made a spreadsheet of every time I've helped them, paid bills, fixed stuff, covered their backs. I don't know what I'll do with it, but it feels good to see it laid out. Everyone acts like this is normal. My brother's always been allowed to treat me like I'm overreacting. He's the golden child, skating by because he's busy. My parents think I'll just handle everything no matter what. I was on a call with Mom's friend who's decent. She asked, "Are you sure you're not being dramatic? Maybe they thought you'd manage." I told her I couldn't get food or meds and nearly fell on the stairs. She switched to talking about her cat. One night, I heard someone at the door. Thought it was them, but it was just my neighbor checking on me because he heard the TV. He asked if I was okay. I lied and said I was fine. I'm not fine. I'm livid. I started thinking about how much they rely on me. I manage the group chat, track bills, handle shared subscriptions, call repairmen, mow the lawn. What if I stopped? What if I pulled my name off everything? So I made another list. Every account I run, every bill I pay, every favor I've done. I texted my brother, "Hope you're enjoying the slopes." He replied, "Maybe try being more independent." I didn't respond. Mom texted 2 days ago, "We'll be back soon. Hope you're doing okay, honey." No sorry. I didn't reply. I'm not yelling or starting fights. I'm just done. I'm hitting them where it hurts, not with drama, but by stepping back. I'm moving my stuff out of shared spaces, changing passwords, taking my name off bills, letting the group chat rot. I'm skipping the next family dinner, even if they beg. I'm not fixing this. I needed to say this out loud. If you've ever been the family's go-to, you get it. I'll update if they show up or realize what they've done, but I'm not holding my breath. I've got plans. I warned you I was done being the fallback. I was curious if my family would even notice I'd checked out. It's wild how long it took for them to feel it. When you're the one keeping things running, no one cares until stuff falls apart. The first sign was so small it made me chuckle. My brother texted, asking for the code to our family storage unit, where we keep ski gear, old stuff, you name it. I replied, "Not available." He sent a string of question marks, then nothing. The next day, Mom texted, asking why the house insurance payment failed. I told her I'd removed my name from the account and they'd need to handle it. She said, "You can't just do that without warning us." I replied, "You left me alone. You're on your own now." Dad texted, which is rare unless he needs something fixed. He said, "This isn't you." I said, "It is now." I went through my bank and canceled every payment tied to the house, utilities, internet, trash collection. I sent a calm email to the shared account, saying they'd need to set up their own payments. No drama, just facts. I know my brother's fuming. He loves to call me dramatic, but leans on me for everything. He's always acted like I'm weak, but when he needs cash or a ride, I'm his first call. I stopped replying to his texts, just left them on read. The awkward part was when my parents returned. I heard them upstairs, slamming doors, bickering. Mom stormed to my door without knocking and launched in. "Why are you doing this? We're family. You can't just abandon us." I said, "You abandoned me after surgery." She claimed it was bad timing and they thought I'd be fine. I told her I wasn't and they didn't care. She called me immature and stormed off. My brother showed up that weekend ready to argue. He barged in, saying, "You're making this bigger than it is. Want us to grovel?" I said, "I want you to handle your own messes." He got in my face. I pushed him back. He tried to act tough but left, calling me a jerk. Things started piling up. Unpaid bills, overflowing mail, an unmowed lawn, my old job. I saw Dad try to mow it and quit halfway, which felt oddly satisfying. My uncle called, saying my parents asked him to fix the Wi-Fi. I told him the whole story. He went quiet, then said, "That's harsh, but you know your mom. She avoids conflict." I said, "Maybe she should try stopping it." Some cousins told me to let it go, saying, "Family's family." I asked why it's okay for them to ditch me. They had no answer. The money stuff hit them hardest. My brother was livid when the next family event got postponed. I always handled the bookings. My name's on the shared cabin lease, and I told him it's not my problem anymore. He called me spiteful. I said, I'm just following your lead. Mom started calling daily, flipping between mad and begging. I kept it short. Not my issue. I know some will call this petty, but it's not about revenge, it's about not being their doormat. They showed me I'm just the help until I need help. Now they're learning what it's like without me. I got bolder. I split the joint bank account, took my share, and let them deal with the rest. I told the property manager to send all maintenance requests to my parents. I even blocked my brother on social media to avoid his whining. My phone's been buzzing nonstop. Group chats a mess with urgent pleas. Too late. I'm still limping, still annoyed, but I'm not backing down. They can beg all they want. I'm not their safety net anymore. I'll post one last time if anything big happens, but I'm done carrying them. If you're the family fixer, try stepping back. They'll notice fast when you're gone. It's wild how your phone can blow up when you stop being everyone's crutch. I woke up to 32 unread messages, counted just to be petty. All caps, all guilt, all begging. Please talk to us. We're pleading, don't do this. 2 weeks ago, I was invisible in my own home. I figured they'd get mad, maybe cause a scene, but this was intense. It's been 2 weeks since I cut ties. No more paying bills, fixing things, or being the go-to. I moved my stuff from shared spaces, took my name off accounts, left the spare keys on the counter, and walked away. Quietly, but firmly. At first, it was calm. My parents came back acting like nothing happened. My brother sent a random meme, like we hadn't clashed. Mom left a voicemail. Hope you're healing. Let us know if you need us. I deleted it. I watched the trash pile up, the yard turn into a jungle, the mail get soaked. For once, I didn't lift a finger. I heard Mom and Dad arguing about unpaid bills. Mom thought I'd just forgotten. Dad grumbled about people getting too comfortable. My brother called 3 times, then showed up banging on my door. I let him yell, kept it locked. He called me childish. I heard him kick something outside. Real classy. My aunt texted saying Mom was worried and to call her. I said I was fine. She asked if I was overreacting. I sent her a photo of my empty kitchen from last week. No reply. My cousin messaged, saying to let it go because family's family. I said, not when they ditch you to ski. He didn't respond. The best part was watching them flounder. My brother tried to plan a family dinner. My old job. Half the invites got no reply. My parents couldn't get into the storage unit after I changed the code. They called the company to complain. I told the manager to transfer the account to them. I'm out. Dad lost it, saying I was blowing it out of proportion and making Mom sick with worry. I reminded him I was sick when they went skiing. He hung up. Mom couldn't sort out the online bill pay and called me. I told her to ask Dad since I'm off the accounts. She called me cruel. I said I was just taking care of myself. She slammed the phone down. I ran into my brother at the store. Awkward. He tried to joke. Ghosting the whole family now? I said, you said you're not my servant, so you don't need me. He laughed it off, but I walked away. The group chat's a war zone now. Mom, Dad, my brother, even my aunt all spamming. Please talk, we're begging, what do you want? Not one apology. It's not easy. I'm still hobbling, still sorting out my own stuff, still pissed. But I've got my own account, my own groceries, my own space. My neighbor's been more help than my family ever was. I don't know if they'll ever get it. Maybe they'll pretend this never happened. Maybe mom will keep saying I'm going through something. Maybe my brother will keep calling me dramatic. I don't care. I'm not blocking them, but I'm not answering. I let the messages stack up, scrolling through sometimes to see how desperate it gets. It sounds petty, but it feels fair. If you're waiting for a big reconciliation, that's not coming. I'm not the family fixer anymore. They showed me my worth. I'm just reflecting it back. So, 32 messages, all begging, all too late. I'm good here. If something crazy happens, I might update, but I think this is it. If you're always the one holding your family together, try stepping back. You'll be shocked how fast they notice you're gone. Thank you for watching Story. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell for more real-life stories.